If you can't go left, you can always try right. If you can't go right, you can always try forward. But no matter what you do, we'll always create a memory because you are special.
Hello, and welcome to RBV, the Milestone Whisperers. I'm Dr. Rashida, and this is episode 2. And I'm really excited this episode because I have my daughter here, Raylyn, and you guys will see her often. But this time I'm interviewing Raylyn. And in honor of Women's History Month, we are going to talk a little bit about what Raylyn does as a future woman, how she stays active, and why it's so important to stay active as a growing young girl. So, Ray, welcome.
Hi, everybody. Everybody knows me. I'm Raylyn, and
How old are you?
I'm 9 years old. I just turned 9. So I'm basically 8 and a half.
No, you're 9. Oh, okay. So let's get started, okay? Okay, so first, let's tell everyone about some of the sports and activities that you participate in right now.
I do cheer and martial arts, but I also want to do some more sports or activities like majorette or track or gymnastics.
I'm not sure about the majorette, but we could consider track and gymnastics. Okay, so let's get started. What's the most fun way you like to move your body?
The most fun way I like to move my body is doing martial arts, of course, because I've been doing martial arts since I was 6 or 5, I think. And doing cheer, because cheer is just fun. You get to run, you get to do stunts, and you get to flip. So, it's just entertaining and fun.
Oh, I love it. What's one skill you've learned recently that made you feel proud?
One skill I learned recently is I taught myself how to do a back handspring on the trampoline, and I learned how to get out of a headlock in martial arts.
Oh, so Ray is a girly girl, but she's also tough. So she does like cheerleading with the bows and, the high energy, and she can also defend herself in martial arts, which is a good balance, I think, for all girls. If you could make up your own sport, what would it be called and how would you play?
It will be major cheer.
Major cheer?
I really want to do majorette, and I love cheer, so I want to put both of those things together to have some cheer moves and have some majorette moves.
That's cool. Okay. So, getting into the nitty-gritty of your movement. How would you say that moving your body makes you feel?
It makes me feel fun and it makes me feel happy, energetic, and excited because moving your body is healthy. And if you don't move your body, you're not that healthy. You need to move your body.
That's true. Has there ever been something in cheer or martial arts that was hard at first but got easier with practice?
My first competition at cheer was hard because we were going against I think it was 9 or 10 groups, but we still won first. But the other competitions we won second. We didn't place at all, but we still did good. But third, we placed third. And in martial arts, last year my first CLC tournament was really scary, but I won 4th out of 20 people. Was it 20?
It was a lot of people.
And it was really fun, and I would want to do both of those things again.
Aw, that's fun. Yes, I just remember your first cheer competition. I was just so nervous because you've never been in front of that many people. And what position are you in cheer?
I'm a flyer and a tumbler. Well, I'm basically doing everything. I'm just light and little, so they could pick me up, they could flip me. I could do back bends. I'm just flexible, and it's just scary when you get on the mat at competition, but you're gonna get used to it. Like, that's why we have games to warm us up. And like halftime is like practicing for competition, basically.
Yes, it is. And you were like in your zone. Like you didn't even seem nervous when you got on that mat. And I was like, that's my baby. Oh my goodness. I was so excited. And then same thing with your COC competition. Oh my goodness. Ray for some, well, the first little girl was a little bit smaller than Ray, but that like size doesn't even matter because when mixed martial arts, and the particular event that she was doing is jujitsu, it's all about technique and just learning how to, get into those positions, and how to maintain those positions and how to get out of positions too. So that was super important, but it was scary watching my baby there fighting, and I couldn't help her. You know, she had to figure it out on her own, and she did really good. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm even more proud that you want to do it again. I think I'm more nervous than she is.
I
am. All right. Next question is about being nervous. So what do you do if you feel nervous before trying something new in cheer or martial arts?
Before trying something new, as my first day at cheer practice, I was really nervous, right? Mm-hmm. So the night before, I was practicing. I didn't even know what we were doing, so I was just practicing some random stuff. And COC was really hard, so I was practicing on my brothers. I was practicing on a dummy.
A grappling dummy, yeah.
I was practicing on my brothers on a dummy. On you, I was practicing on everybody basically, and it was just like, and before I do it, like if it's like the time, I breathe in, and I breathe out, and I do 5-finger breathing. It's like this, and you breathe.
Oh, who taught you the 5-minute breathing?
My school, and Miss Austin and Miss J. And my teacher.
I love that. Did they teach all the kids that? So is it something that they practice at school, like mindfulness?
In first grade, Miss Monty was all about mindfulness. Like, she was really fun, and she also helped us breathe if we were upset, or if we were mad, or if we were sad, or if we just didn't feel good. She helped us learn that. And she's just the best first grade teacher.
Love it. Okay, so what would you say to another kid who is scared to start a new activity?
If they were scared, I would tell them, it's okay. You could push through if they didn't start yet. I would say, I was scared at the first time, but do breathing. It's like different types of breathing, and you can find a stress ball and squeeze the stress ball. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have to get your moves out, so you could wiggle, you could stretch, you could jump, you could do jumping jacks. Mm-hmm. You could do push-ups, you could do sit-ups, you could do lots of stuff to help you with that.
Yeah. And what's one of the advice that I gave you when you were scared before starting cheer or starting martial arts?
Just don't think about it.
And I also told you that being scared is what?
It's okay for your first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a natural emotion to feel fearful of starting something new.
And my coaches said, drink water to get all that fear out your body.
Oh, water is good. Yes. The more water you drink, the more times you're going to have to go to the bathroom. All right. So let's talk a little bit about balance, and not balance like standing on one foot. I'm talking about like balance in school and your activities and play and just being a kid. You know, she's 9. So, even though she's in activities and she has her schoolwork, we still, want her and our other children to understand that there's a balance, and it's important to still be a kid and have fun and then just enjoy yourself. So what's your favorite thing to do when you're not in school or practice?
It's Read a book, draw. I love drawing. Spend time with my family, practice Creole or French. And sometimes if I have free time, I go on the phone with my friends.
I like that. Yeah, it's a nice balance of all these different things. Yeah, so what helps you when you're tired or don't feel like practice?
I just keep pushing through. I'll be like, it's like my last time. Like if I'm on a Friday on martial arts, sometimes I don't feel like it because I be like having a long week and I just don't feel like doing martial arts. But I just think in my head, keep practicing, I'll get better and better, and then soon I won't have this tired feeling in my body no more. So I just keep trying.
What's the one thing that they teach you in martial arts to, like, when you want to quit? What is the term that they use about not giving up?
Non-quitting spirit.
So we like just use that ever since, our son started martial arts, which it's been like 6 years since they started. And even when they started, Raylyn would be on the sidelines. I think she was about 3. Yeah, on the sidelines just watching them. So it's like instilled in them that non-quitting spirit and not to give up. Of course, if your body is really telling you that you're tired and you need a break, you take a break. So it's not like we force them to do things when they really do need a break. Like if they're not feeling well, they're fighting a cold or just extremely fatigued. We do, give breaks, but also just remembering that that non-quitting spirit is important because it's important to push through things because that's how we build up that those skill levels. So they carry that along, that mentality along with them throughout everything.
And my sensei, he sees when we're tired, especially my teachers, my old teachers, my new teachers, probably my 4th grade and 5th grade teachers. My cheer coaches also see when I'm tired. So if they was like, do you want to take a break? You want to go sit on a bench, get some water, go to the bathroom? Like, just sit down for a little bit.
Yeah. And I love that about the team that she's on and the martial arts school that she's at. Like, because it's some, unfortunately, some kids' sports teams or their trainings really force them, and it creates like a fear or like a negative association with doing that particular activity. So I love the fact that her cheer coaches and her senseis at her martial arts schools and even her teachers at her school, recognize when kids need a break, and don't try to put a negative feeling towards it, because then she's not going to enjoy these activities, and she's going to feel like it's something that she doesn't want to do. It's something that she's forced to do. So we're really blessed and lucky because of that.
And you do it too. You recognize if I didn't want to go to school today, I probably want to say it, but you probably see my face and think like I'm sick, because I've been sick at school a couple times, but not that much. But like if I look sick, I'm not going to school.
Yeah, we definitely have utilized mental health days or physical well-being days where, like, if us as a family, we're tired, we could take that day and take a break, and we all stay home and we just take a break that day. It is okay. All right. So we talked about that. What helps when you're tired or don't feel like practicing? So yeah, you just talked about that a little bit. How, sometimes you have to take a rest and sometimes you push through it, right? Let's see. Ooh, I like this question. Do you think moving your body helps you focus in school?
Yes, because at school I have a wiggle chair, so I can get my wiggles out, because I wiggle a lot, but I don't always use it. Like, sometimes I just stay still and I don't move, but sometimes I have to move, like get my wiggles out, move my arms. That's why I need space, because sometimes I like moving my arms like this, and I don't want to hit the people next to me or in front of me or behind me. So, yeah, and I think it's important to move and wiggle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even like in my practice, I work with infants and toddlers primarily. But even like when I recommend, what I recommend to a lot of the families where the children may need movement breaks, or our sensory systems sometimes requires us to take a break from sitting still and move around a little bit. So we call it in therapy world movement breaks. And I'm glad that her teacher even recognizes that about her, because when she told me that she has a wiggle seat, I'm like, oh, that's good. Because I know like sometimes, Raylan does need to move around. It's hard to sit still for a long amount of time for some people. So like strategies like a wiggle seat or wiggle cushion or movement breaks, like get up and do like some jumping jacks or like run in place a little bit, stretch, things like that to take a break. And then when you come back to having to sit for that activity, you can focus better, right?
I don't use the wiggle seat like that, but only when I need to move.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I don't even use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just stand up and do my work by standing up. And sometimes I just have to sit still, like I can't move. During a test, I couldn't move and I had the urge to move, so I went to the bathroom, tried to get my wiggle out and go back.
Oh, and then when you came back to your test, do you feel like you were able to complete the test easier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was good that you listened to your body and that you went to the bathroom, got your wiggles out, and came back and you said, okay, then I could do my test. And she does really good on her test. I'm like, she is like doing really good in third grade. And third grade was kind of tough for me. So because it's the expectation is more in third grade from going from second grade to third grade. So she's doing really well with that. All right. Almost done our interview. If you could teach me or someone else one cool move, what would it be?
I feel like you want to do good with it. But I would teach them some moves to major at, or how to do a back handspring to a leg.
Whoa. Yeah, I definitely would not do good with neither one of those because, fun fact, I'm not athletic at all. I've never been athletic. So that's why I work with the babies and infants and toddlers and that population, because like the athletes, I save that for the experts because I've never been athletic. So that would be interesting for her to try to teach me how to do a back bend.
Back handspring, back bend, back flip. I know how to do a back flip on the trampoline now.
Oh, and I don't like the trampoline. But that's the topic for a different day. What's a goal you have for cheer or martial arts this year?
A goal for cheer? I have 2 goals for cheer and 2 goals for martial arts. One of the goals is for my whole cheer team. I feel like my whole cheer team would wish us to go to Florida. Because Florida is so nice, especially when it's cold, like freezing cold. On our competition, we even had to bring blankets. That's how cold it was. And one of my personal goals is for me to do a back handspring on ground, because I never did that. I tried to do that, but I would probably hurt myself. But for martial arts, I would want to win first, second, or third in COC or Rising Stars tournament. And I would want to learn some more submissions, because submissions will help you, just in case you get in an altercation with another kid at school or on the street when you're playing with your friends, and you have to know that stuff, because street fighting could be really dangerous.
So yeah, you never know what kind of situation you'll end up in. So her martial arts training definitely helps prepare her for those instances where hopefully she never has to use it outside of just competition, but you never know. So let's see. If you could tell kids one reason to stay active, what would you say?
One reason to stay active is because you need to get your exercise. because exercise is really good for your body, especially because exercise, like you move during when you're exercising, and you just need to get your blood flowing. And if you just stay still like this, like a statue, that will just not make your body healthy, and your blood needs to flow, and or you might get sick, or you might like get not that healthy and then turn out to be sick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one thing, sit up a little bit, right? One thing that I tell people is like, you don't want your muscles and your joints to get stiff, right? From not moving them. Or weak. Like if you're not moving a lot, you could get weak. Your muscles could start to deteriorate, and you could just you get weak. So movement is so important. So that's the end of this episode. Actually, I think Raylin did so well answering the questions, helping me with my interview skills. Stay tuned for more episodes with me interviewing people, including Ray will join other times for other fun episodes, but also I'll have some experts in different areas of life in general, to accomplish different milestones. And I also have like other people, just everyday people to talk about their experiences with other milestones and their journeys. So thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.
And I will give y'all a hint for one. It's one of my family members.
We may have family members sometime too. All right. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.
Bye.